The best class that I've ever taken is, oh my god, that's a hard one. Probably my U.S. formative history class. Just because, although the topic isn't a topic that super interests me, although it does to some extent. I mean, I definitely prefer early American history to later American history, so that was exciting. I liked learning about, the colonial period, the Revolutionary War, everything. Civil War stuff's boring. I don't care about that. But I'm sorry. But what I really liked about it was that it was challenging. The professor didn't like you to let you just regurgitate answers, and he actually made you work for your grades, and you had to put a lot of effort in it to do well, which meant that most people didn't do well, which meant that I felt even better because I did delightfully, so I felt smug.
My favorite class was DKF's first year experience. It was a fun class, and I was able to do what I wanted, including working there and working other classes as well. The class helped me transition from high school to college, and it didn't just teach material, it teach life skills, like how to handle living out college versus attending a high school. A good class is where you can talk to the professor and ask him questions, and you feel more part of the class versus it just being kind of like a group, a big room full of strangers.
I think my foreign culture and language studies class with Dr. Angelone, because he made it really interesting, and I was really excited to keep learning new information about different cultures.
This is only my second semester, so I've taken a lot of classes. But I would say Gen Psych. That was my favorite class, just because I'm interested in psychology and biology in general, but I guess. But I would say either biodiversity or psychology, just because I'm interested in it.
I think my favorite class that I've ever taken is Sculpture 2 with Isabel Farnsworth, because she knows so much about everything, and she's really helpful, and it's just really helped me as a sculptor.
A good class is something that basically it has to be interesting to me, first of all. If it's something that I absolutely find dull all the way through, it's not going to be a good class. Math, for example, is not a good class. It will never be a good class. Also, the teacher helps a lot. I like teachers that don't just read off of PowerPoints, that actually get into the material and talk about it more in depth. So I like things that are a little more involved. Like, for example, I'm taking a women's history class this semester. That's a good class because we really delve into the material. We really get into it and think about not just what happened, but why it happened, which is something that I really enjoy. I'm a history major, of course, so that's something that I find delightful.
I absolutely loathe the credit cap. I think it's awful. I think it's really ridiculous that you have to pay to take more than 16 credit hours. That's not a whole lot.
I think it would be a really good idea to, if we can't get rid of the credit cap, I think that we should make it higher so that students are able to take more credit hours, because there is a lot of Kent Core to finish before you're able to graduate.
Don't like it at all. I wish it wasn't there so I could take more classes, because this semester next semester I had to really cut down on classes because I was going to go over.
It prevents you from taking classes that would be interesting, although not necessarily needed by your major. It also makes things a lot harder to get through in 4 years. They really stress the graduating in 4 years. I think it's 15 every semester. But sometimes you have to take less than that. Sometimes you have to take more than that. I mean, next semester I have to take Latin, which is 4 credit hours. So I'll be taking 16, but if I took any other math class besides what I'll be taking, it'd be a 4-hour math class instead of a 3-hour. And that would leave me with 17, which would mean I have to pay more money just to, for one more credit hour, which I think is really ridiculous. I think that they should definitely take it up to 18, if not 20, which I think is a lot more feasible.